So here we go. Here's the case when you have two triangles. We all agree on number 30, you figured out you had two triangles, right? All right, so we have A, B, and C. 20 degrees is to 10 as 11. So since our side-side angle has an acute given angle, we went through all of our four scenarios, and we found out that we wound up having the possibility of having two separate triangles. Now, what we're going to do, make sure, okay. What we're going to do here is we set up to solve for what angle first. What is the only angle I can solve for right now? C. I can only solve for angle C as of right now, because I know the side opposite. So here's what I do. I set up my law of sines like I would normally. The sine of 20 is 210, as the sine of C is 211. Do your quick cross multiply out. You get 11 sine 20 is 210 is the sine of C. So in your calculator, 11 sine 20 divided by 10 gives me a decimal. Second sine second answer gives me that. So I know that C can either equal 22.1, but remember, when you have this decimal value for sine, bless you, that's that sine of some angle equals 0.37 or 0.376. Remember, when you're solving for a sine value, that means the y values are the same. Remember that? The y values are the same for sine in the first two quadrants, which means it could either be an angle that is 0 through 90 or 90 to 180. All of those angles are going to have a positive value of sine. So one of the angles that has the positive value for sine is 22.1. The other angle that will have that value of sine is going to be the reference angle for it. That is the reference angle to find it in the second quadrant. So all you have to do is, when you have two triangles, you find that first angle like you would normally. And I know that angle C could be 22.1 or 180 minus 22.1, which is 157.9. So that means that angle C has two possible values. She just went, and there it is. Remember, in the unit circle, signs are positive in the first two quadrants. Okay? If it's 22.1 here, there's another angle over here with a reference angle 22.1. Well, that angle has a terminal side theta of 157.9. Those two guys are going to share the same y coordinates. That's all that's saying. Okay? When that occurs, whenever you have two angles or you have the acute angle with the side-side angle, and it does fall into the pattern of having two possible triangles, that means now that you find out the first angle has these two possible values, the only thing left to do now is not cry. You just use the law of sines with the sine of 20 is to 10 is the sine. Well, we know that C is going to be 21 or 22.1 or 157.9. Can we figure out the two possible values for angle B now? So C is going to either be 22.1. If it's 22.1, what's angle B? So it's angle B. Let me move this out of the way real quick. So that means that angle B was 138. I have it written in front of me. Or if I use 157 for angle C, that means angle B winds up being 2.1. If angle C has 2 possible values, that means angle B has to have 2 possible values. Yay! So now all you have to do is figure out what the 2 possible sides for B is. Which means sine of 20 is to 10, as the sine of 138.9 is to B, or sine 20 is to 10 is the sine of 2.1 is to B. That'll give you the 2 possible side lengths for B. Okay? Since you have 2 possible values for C, that means you're going to have 2 possible values for B. Okay? And all you have to do is just figure out those 2 using the law of sines. So B here is going to equal 10 sine of 138.9 over the sine of 20. Oh, 137? Thank you. You know what? I even have that written down. I do. Or B is going to equal 10 sine 2.1 over the sine. So when you do that, you're going to get 19.6 or 1.07. Excuse me. So basically remember that if you wind up with 2 possible triangles, you have to go through the cases like that, and that's all it sets up. And to be honest with you, you can see a lot more of this in pre-calc than you will in this class. It's exciting.